So hello guys, it's Gary back with another video. Now today we're going to be talking about Kaiba's insanity. Seto Kaiba, a character that was only going to be a one-time thing but became the main rival in Duel Monsters. Ever since I made that video about Kaiba dying in dsod, which is just a theory, in that video I go very in-depth about Kaiba's backgrounds and feelings, and I want to talk about Kaiba's insanity. Kaiba is a really, and I mean really insane person when you look at it. The sad thing is he really can't help it. Now I'm going to repeat a lot of things I said in that dsod theory about Kaiba, but I won't say any spoilers about dsod whatsoever, only things that were presented in trailers and that we got from scans. But as I previously said, Kaiba can't help it. That is because he lost both of his parents, the two most important people in his life at the time, and Mokuba. We don't know info about Kaiba's parents on how they acted, to my knowledge, so if you guys do know, comment down below. Please do not say any headcanon whatsoever. Once his parents died, he never got his parents' hard work, which was their money, and that was due to Kaiba's relatives, possibly aunts, uncles, grandparents, we don't know. So just from that, about Kaiba's parents having some sort of thing left behind for their children, I'm going to assume that their parents are nice because they were leaving behind something for their children. But losing your parents and not having any sort of family to fall back on makes you go to an orphanage. So later Mokuba and Seto get adopted by Gorzaburu, and Gorzaburu gives Kaiba literally the worst life ever. Kaiba was abused by Elder Kaiba, and Gorzaburu made Kaiba study constantly and learn while he was abusing him. With that as a father figure, it made Kaiba insane. If you take away Gorzaburu Kaiba wouldn't be insane. A few years go by, Kaiba becomes the head of Kaiba Court because people at the board meeting agreed upon him becoming the new head. Gorzaburu then commits suicide, and the person that ruined his life, his worst nightmare, is now gone. But with Gorzaburu leaving, it makes no difference. The damage on Kaiba has been done already. Now this is when Yami comes in, and as I said in my Tim Deserves More video, which will be linked in the description below, Yami is guidance, and this is literally what he is. But this is where we see Kaiba's insanity. So in the manga, the first time Kaiba and Yugi duel, not the heart of the cards, with Exodia, Kaiba notices the extra Blue Eyes White Dragon /final one. Kaiba swapped it with a counterfeit. Who the hell does that? Yami and Kaiba have a Yami no game, and Yami defeats Kaiba in that dark game, and Kaiba goes throughout the dark game and has to receive a penalty, and that is the experience of death. He's then stuck in this illusion of being trapped in a card and feeling death over and over again. Once he wakes up in the state, he has tormenting dreams. Yugi gives Kaiba the experience of death, and Kaiba's revenge on that is that he hires professional killers to go after Yugi, and this was at Kaiba's new amusement park called Kaiba Land. This is Kaiba at his peak for his insanity. He literally hired someone to murder Yugi. Come on, bro. Like, who would do that? I wouldn't say that to him because he would come after me then. But the park had a 3-day event. Joey and Yugi were invited to go there. Kaiba was doing nice things to make his appearance on Yugi and Joey look different, so he can have that nice guy vibe. He then takes them somewhere and reveals Grandpa was kidnapped. He rips Grandpa's blue eyes. He then later makes Yugi participate in Death Tea because he's using Grandpa as bait. Like, if you win, you get your Grandpa back. And in Death Tea, it's broken down into 5 stages. The first stage, Yugi must have a shootout game with the hitman Kaiba hired. The second stage is an electro roller coaster, and if you scream, you get electrocuted. The third stage is blocks falling from a ceiling, and they have to not get hit by it. Stage 4 is Yami versus Mokuba, and stage 5 is when Yami and Kaiba duel. But before I say the outcome, this is really insane when you look at it. Who makes an event to try to kill someone by holding someone hostage and make stages of death pretty much? Like, Kaiba could have honestly gotten a hitman and just sniped Yugi away. But after all this insanity, Yugi defeats Kaiba and does a mind crush on him, and that puts Kaiba in a state of a coma, and from that it literally shatters Kaiba's evilness. Now let's skip to Duelist Kingdom where Kaiba and Yami duel each other. Kaiba puts his life at risk for Mokuba. Now this is for love, but I still consider this action kind of insane. Kaiba after Duelist Kingdom dropped the whole insanity act as he started to hang out with Yugi and Co. He opened up and became a better person. Even if he acts like a douchebag, he's still a nice person deep inside. We go to Battle City and Kaiba versus Yugi. We saw that insane side of Kaiba return in the final ending of the duel. I'm gonna post an image up of a frightening face that Kaiba had when he was about to lose. But now let's skip to the ending of the anime. Kaiba is content with Yugi being the king of games. Then Transcend Game happens where Kaiba says that the pharaoh still appears in his eyes, and he goes insane to the point where he needs to duel him again, and he puts his life at risk in TG2, and in dsod for 2 hours and 10 minutes he tries to revive Atem. So this basically explains Kaiba's insanity throughout Yu-Gi-Oh! Even though he was cured by Yami, he still got the madness back in his eyes. So I personally believe that Kaiba's insanity is just a personality flaw. It isn't something he can't fix, and I think from all that abuse it's been instilled in his mind. But Kaiba's insanity makes him the best rival in all of Yu-Gi-Oh! No debate whatsoever. But thank you very much for watching, guys, and see you guys later.